What is art? Well, in 1926, there's this American photographer named Edward Streichen who traveled to France and purchased the sculpture Bird in Space, made by Constantin Brancusi. It's this Romanian guy sculptor who was at the time living in France. Anyway, Streichen brought the sculpture back to the United States, and at the time, American laws said that original artworks were exempt from custom duties, so he didn't have to pay customs. However, custom officials disagreed. They said, you know what, this is not art. This is going to be categorized as kitchen utensils and hospital supplies. Anyways, Streichen had to pay, but of course, he filed a lawsuit afterwards, and during the debate, Brancusi, the sculptor, said that yes, it does not look like a bird. However, it's not even necessarily abstract. This sculpture actually expresses more than an exact representation of the bird. This is the essence of the bird, and which is more truthful than an exact replica of a bird. Anyway, that's what he said. So, Brancusi said, this is a work of art. Well, now this bird in space is at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. So the question is, do you think it's art? What in the sculpture suggests the idea of a bird to you? To me, it looks like a bird's wing, a bird's feather. Something that flies, something that can go through the wind easily and effortlessly. Something aerodynamic. And what do you think the arguments are in opposition to calling this art? Well, it can also just look like a leaf. Or, yeah, something to open your letters with. Or, you know what do you call that? Those letter openers? Is that what it's called? But I guess in a smaller, this is one's a larger scale of that. And let's see. How about the birdness or lack of birdness in the sculpture? Well, it doesn't have real feathers. It's just more like an essence, as Brancusi had said. Essence of a bird. Can you see the relationship between the shape of a bird and the shape of the sculpture? How do you think the artist might have arrived at this final shape? You have to be really creative, and you have to almost meditate with the thought of a bird in your mind to think, to create this and think of this representation of a bird. Or maybe it wasn't that complicated. Maybe it was easy. He just thought, ooh, bird, flies, feather shape. You never know how artists create. Everyone's all different, and that's what's so great about art.